them, triple them if you're cooking for more. So it's easy to do. I can tell you already 2,000 of these books are gone. This is from America's Test Kitchen. Now, I'll tell you, I have all of the American Test Kitchen cookbooks that we have sold on QVC. They are my go-to. They're my reference books because every one of these recipes were tested how many times, Julia? At least 30. Julia is Julia Davison, one of the stars of America's Test Kitchen on PBS. Great to have you back.
Oh, thank you for having me.
I call Julia my walking food and cooking encyclopedia because whenever I have a question, she always has the answer because she and her team of chefs, her colleagues, will work tirelessly to test every recipe, work out all the kinks, so we home cooks can be successful in the kitchen.
That's it. We like to say we make the mistakes so you don't have to.
And we love that about you. Now, this book, Cooking for Two, already very popular.
Yes.
This is all about great recipes that are easy, that are fast, that feed two people.
That's it.
Sometimes with some leftovers.
A little bit of leftovers.
Can I show you just one that's not on the table, but I just am dying to?
Oh, skillet pizza.
Skillet pizza. I think you and I, we've done that before, haven't we?
Yeah, it's great because the skillet acts like a pizza stone, but you don't have to heat up your oven for that long. You just do it on top of the stove, and then you throw the whole thing in the oven.
Oh.
Yeah.
So excited about this. Every single recipe, 650 of them, all come with nutritional information.
That's right.
And you're getting tons of color photos inside. Where do we begin?
Let's begin with the slow cooker.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
there's a whole chapter in here for slow cooker?
There's a whole chapter because you have to do things a little differently if you're doing a small batch of slow cooker.
Okay.
And that's really the key with any recipe. You can't just cut all the ingredients in half and expect it to work.
Right.
And also, people, if you're cooking for two, that's not going to work.
That's not going to work.
Here we go.
Do you have a spoon?
I do.
Okay.
You know, you want to use less dishes. You don't want to be cooking all day and then doing all the dishes.
So this is Moroccan chicken you're serving over couscous.
Yes.
Now, couscous you can make very easily and quickly.
You don't even have to heat up the stove. It's just hot water in a bowl.
Right.
Yes. And this is Moroccan. It has some chickpeas. It has a little bit of spice in there.
I noticed the chickpeas.
Yeah, here you go. Now, the key to making this, and then this is actually the key with anything that has a little bit of spice in it.
Yeah.
You want to bloom those spices. Most spices.
What does it mean to bloom a spice?
Right. It means you mix the spice with oil and you heat it up, and you can do it in the microwave. It allows all the flavors of the spices to come out because spices are oil soluble. That means they release their flavors in oil when it's heated.
And the chickpeas are creamy.
Aren't they good?
So good.
Yeah, and again, it's enough for dinner and maybe a little bit left over for
lunch for the next day.
That's it. Because when you make it for two, a little leftover is good, but you want to be eating it for days, you know? And that's what happens.
Yummy,
isn't
sweetie.
it? You know, you've mentioned lasagna, I think 3 times so far on
Probably.
the show.
I love lasagna.
So I figured maybe you wouldn't mind having just a little lasagna.
But lasagna for two.
Yes.
I love this. Who makes lasagna for 2 people?
Right. And you can just do it.
You make pans of lasagna for 15, right?
And again, this will serve 2 with a little leftover. And you can just do it in a loaf pan. Whoa.
I know, get him up and out.
Oh,
there
yeah.
we are.
There we go.
You're a seasoned professional.
Yeah. That takes skill right there. So this is an easy lasagna.
And this is a meat lasagna,
It is a meat lasagna. You just make a small amount of meat sauce in a little skillet, little ground meat, canned tomatoes, no boiled noodles.
And 3,000 books are now gone.
Wow. And again, this is representative of loaf pan. So don't make a big lasagna, make it in a loaf pan. Or make 2 and put 1 in the freezer.
So good.
Right?
All right.
I know.
Happy dance. Get it. Woo! This book is on 5 easy payments, boys and girls. We don't do a $25 item on 5-pay very often.
This is the first.
How many books are gone now? 4,000 books remaining.
Wow.
That's all I have left.
Oh, and
this lasagna is so good.
Isn't that good? And we also do a lot
This
of
is bite number 2, in case you're counting.
We also do a lot of one-pan meals. Here I have salmon and asparagus. That's a one-pan meal. That pasta over there.
So good.
That pasta is one of my favorites. I make this all the time. It's fresh tomatoes. You saute up with a little garlic and white wine. You add the dried pasta right to the skillet with some water.
Could I make this with wheat pasta too?
Of course you could.
Jillian, you can make this with wheat pasta. See there, just for you, girl. I know. Trying to help a girl out. All right, so.
All right, don't show Jillian this.
All right, no, not this one.
This is a Nutella Tart.
This is Nutella Tart.
5 ingredients in this
Ready for Nutella Tart?
So there's the crust, but then it's Nutella, some chocolate, a little heavy cream, a little salt, a little sugar. 5 ingredients. You make it in the microwave. You good?
That's amazing.
Isn't that good? You just take all those ingredients in a bowl.
The crust is so flaky.
It's an all butter crust.
Yeah.
You know, and
Don't
it's a
listen to that,
press-in
Jillian.
crust.
Not the all butter part.
No,
Not the all
not
butter
for
part.
Jillian. But it's an all butter press-in crust. You just press it in.
2 chicken pot pies.
Oh yes, how cute are those?
But there's enough left over there for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, not for
don't know.
me. I
Not
mean, I
for
ate the whole
me.
thing tonight,
I
but-
know. And look at this cute cake. I mean, if you're making a birthday, I know this is like a cupcake for you.
This is like a David-sized cupcake. But look at this cake. It's the perfect
so-
yield for a couple people.
It's just a little 6-inch pan, right? And you even serve 4 or 2 with leftovers, so you're not left trying to pawn off your old cake on neighbors.
But if you wanted to practice portion control, then, or give your child their own little special cake. I know you have little ones. Maybe not so little anymore. 5 and 7, okay, that's a perfect age. Make a smaller cake for them. Then they don't
Yeah.
overindulge, right?
I keep them active. I think
Jillian makes them run around the block. There you go. They're fine.
1 run per
We
bite.
started with 7,500, 2,200 left. Honey, that's the best lasagna in
Isn't
the world.
that good?
So
oh,
good.
there's one more thing I wanted
Real
you to
quick.
try.
Real quick.
Oh, this is amazing. It's gingerbread. And you
Gingerbread
can make
cake?
these, yeah, in little pans, or you can do them in little muffin tins. It's the season. No, it's the best gingerbread. That and a cup of coffee.
good.
Right. It's a bowl
Whole
cake.
glass of milk.
Oh, right. Isn't that?
I love you.
I love you
So
too.
good to
Thank
have
you
you
for
back.
having me.
Please, anytime you're welcome. Are you kidding? I'd rename it David and Julia's Kitchen if you'd come more often.
Absolutely.
I love that.
I'm in.
All right. How many are? 1,800 left out of the 7,500
That's
books
not
we
a
brought
lot.
in. Love your books.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks,
Good to
love.
see you.
Now, you heard me keep talking about Jillian. Jillian Michaels is here.
Hi, Jillian.
How about that? Hi, gorgeous.
Hello.
Mwah. Great to see you. I'm going to
You
get all of my
too.
food all over you.
I know.
Bless your
Oh my
heart.
gosh, you're killing me.
Well, we're
Butter.
going, well, everything in moderation.
Okay,
Including
okay.
moderation.
Okay.
Yeah, come on now.
All right,
Soda
my
Stream.
friend.
Soda
Yes.
Stream. We know a lot about Soda Stream. We've heard of it.
You do?
We've seen it on
Oh, well,
QVC.
then this is gonna be
but we
easy.
haven't seen it with Jillian.
Yeah.
And we're thrilled to have Jillian Michaels back on QVC. You and I worked together years ago. We sold